Tibor Gyenis photographs usually record actions that feature himself as main character, the hobby artist doing his work against all odds. His art is unaffected by the outside influence of trends and expectations, but at least it is independent and free this way. The new generation of artists in the 1990s was not hoping for exactly this kind of freedom, much rather for the appearance of a Western-type system of galleries, built on private collectors and private capital, offering predictable livelihood and a chance to become part of the international mainstream. This hope has barely materialized, if at all, leaving these artists with no choice but to rely on provisional solutions and activities, such as teaching, applied arts, or work outside the sphere of art. Most of society still treats art as if it were a sort of hobby, a useless activity, bourgeois pastime, a form of entertainment.
Pretty awesome, isn't it? The Grand Canyon is one of the most spectacular natural wonders on Earth. 277 miles long, 18 miles wide at its widest, and more than a mile deep into Earth's crust. And unlike the Great Wall of China, you can actually see it from space. All of the water in all of the world's rivers would only fill it halfway. It almost defies belief. The Colorado River, the river that made this canyon, is only about 100 meters wide. That's not very big as rivers go. The Mississippi, the Amazon are far, far bigger, and they've never made anything like this. So, how did it happen? No one was around to see it form, but its story is written in all of those beautiful rock layers. Geologists are kind of like time-traveling detectives. They look for fingerprints here and there, retrace the footsteps to retell Earth's story as best as we can. Now, the Native American people in this area call this canyon Kaibab, which means mountain lying down or upside down mountain. And they didn't know how right they were, because down there at the bottom of the canyon, the oldest rocks are mountains.
The oldest rocks at the bottom of the canyon are named after the Hindu god Vishnu. About 1.8 billion years ago, the area that's now the Grand Canyon was covered in mountains taller than the Himalayas. But over hundreds of millions of years, erosion wore them down into hills just tens of meters tall.
From this point on, the evolution of the Grand Canyon doesn't happen in a dry desert like you see today.